Welcome back to my channel, friends. Today's video is crazy. It's time for this already, but we're gonna do a little homeschool check-in. I want to talk about how things are going for the year so far. Officially begun our new homeschool year. We are 4 weeks in to this homeschool year now. So I want to just talk about it a little bit. So there's nothing to see here. This is something you can just listen to while you are moseying around your house if you so desire, but I'm just gonna talk. I just want to talk about it for a little bit. So I would love to hear how things are going for you, for your family this homeschool year in the comment section below. So feel free to tell me all about it. It's still new, right? It's still new, it's still fresh. So I feel like things are going good, but yeah, let's talk about it. Some curriculum things, some life things, all the things. The first thing I want to talk about in today's video, I have somewhat begun a planner. I don't know what I've done with myself, but you guys, I'm just getting to a point in life where I feel like I need a little bit of a life planner, if you will. And so I do have a homeschool planner that I use, which is totally different. I've shared that with you guys time and time again on my channel. I have a homeschool planner. It's specific for homeschooling. I reverse record keep in our homeschool, so I don't wake up to a huge list of things as far as curriculum, like in homeschooling, that's set out for me necessarily. However, with life, let's talk about life. Life is busy for everybody, and I feel like there are a lot of moving parts and moving pieces kind of in this season that we're in. We are moving into a slow season, so I'm looking forward to that, but I feel like we're kind of being pulled in a lot of different directions. And I went to a homeschool convention in California. Y'all know about that. I went with some friends. My friend purchased this planner there, and it wasn't quite what she was hoping it was going to be. So when she's like, hey, are you interested? Do you want it? Do you want to give it a shot? I was like, yes, I do. And you guys, look, I'm actually doing it. Like, I actually have Post-its, and I have things marked, and I have magnets, and I'm trying to get my life in order. I want to talk about just our homeschool year in general. So we started co-op. This last week was our first day back at co-op. It went great. I feel such a peace about being back. So I think the addition of co-op this year is going to round everything out beautifully and just kind of be just what I was needing, what my family was needing in this season. So very much looking forward to that. As far as the year in general, our schedule, how I'm planning things, I already mentioned I reverse record keep, I reverse plan, so I don't have a planner full of a list of things I want to do, but I do know tentatively every day what I want to accomplish, which is almost always independent subjects. So math, we almost do a math lesson every day when we homeschool. That's not something we necessarily shift around. We always do our family subjects together, which sometimes includes the mammals unit study from The Good and the Beautiful. I have the Community and Connection from Tori Oglesby, which that one, I finally got a notification today, the day that I'm filming this, that my library books that I put on hold are available. So I'm so looking forward to going and picking those up because I didn't want to purchase all the books for the unit study, and that's something I do with Gather Round, with the unit studies we do from them. With any unit study, like I have For the Love of Homeschooling, the nature study pack. I can't think of what it's called, but it's like every month you get a new subject or new topic, something you're going to dive into. Anyway, I'm going off. But with most unit studies that we do, I typically just put the library books on hold and I will go grab them. And if there's something we love and plan to read like more than once, then I will order them at that point. But I love to get a look and feel of the books before I actually purchase them, because I have a few books that I spent a pretty good penny on, and I saw them kind of floating around the homeschool community. And so I was like, oh, I got to get my hands on it. So I purchased them. And when I got them, I'm like, yeah, it wasn't really it for us, which is fine, but I'd way rather look at it first before spending the money on it for our home and our family. Unit studies, we finished up the safety unit study from The Good and the Beautiful. We are working through mammals right now. We're also doing an insect study. We just did a harvest moon study yesterday. A lot of these are different printables from the fall book club. I did end up purchasing that, so I'm enjoying going through some specific books for fall. Independent subjects are going good. We're cruising through math. We're cruising through language. IEW is going great. Having one day where we don't do subjects at home is kind of throwing a wrench in that just a little bit, but we're gonna tweak it and make it work for us. When it comes to spelling, I shared with some of you on Instagram. If you follow us over there, I was sharing, actually I was taking requests for spelling curriculum, right? Like, anybody have any ideas or things that can help? Because somehow in there, I just missed some concepts I don't know if I missed, if that's the right word. Some things just didn't stick with spelling with one of my kiddos. And so I was concerned whether I need to go revisit from the very beginning or breathe and let it slide. I wasn't really sure what to do. So I thought, why don't I just put two of my kiddos together and we'll do Phonics Zoo from IEW together. So we ordered Phonics Zoo. We got it 2 weeks ago. And you guys, I love it. It's going so great. If you would like just a video specific to that, I would love to share that because we love it. We love it. And we've used All About Reading, which I loved. We used that with my oldest. And this is what I say to my younger self as a homeschooling mom. Like, why did I change so many things? I wish, I mean, I know that's part of the process and I'm hesitant to say that, but there are so many things that I'm like, why did I go away from it in the first place? Why did I go away with the next kiddo? Why do I change some of the things when the next kid gets to that subject? Like we loved Life of Fred, All About Reading, All About Spelling. I used those solid with other things, of course, with my oldest. And then my middle child comes along and I'm like, oh, let's try this. Oh, let's try that. Why didn't I stick to what I knew worked? Like it wasn't that he needed to learn it a different way. I don't understand myself sometimes and why I didn't just stick with what I knew and what I loved. And that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But sometimes we get so distracted by all the things. And here I am 10 years in, like, man, I wish I would have stuck with that because it was so good and so beautiful. And I didn't need to change it. I didn't need to step away from that to bring something in for my next kiddo in line. Like, why didn't I just keep it for all of my boys? But I'm like, I used that curriculum once. I don't want to do it again with the next kiddo, and then again 2 years later with the next kiddo. So maybe just some words of wisdom there. Don't just change something because you're like in the mood to change something. Make sure that there's like a good reason for it, I guess. And that's up to you to decide. But going back, I'm like, man, I wish I would have stayed with that all the way through. Just saying, take that for what it's worth. But Phonics Zoo is going really good with two of my kiddos. So I do like adding extra spelling no matter what we're using, no matter what curriculum we're using. I do love adding extra spelling. One of my boys is list all the way. He can see a list and get it. And then I have two other kiddos that are kind of like, we need to work on it a little bit. So that's what we're doing with Phonics Zoo. It's very simple. It's like 5-10 minutes a day, if that. And it's just repetition and jingles and cards and like a poem. And I could go all into it in another video. But Phonics Zoo, spelling is going good. Life is going good. We are obviously very early into the year at this point, but I just want to touch on some of those things that we brought in. I still have yet to share my curriculum picks for 9th grade. I don't know if there are any of you who are specifically looking for that. Let me know. If I feel like enough of you maybe are looking for 9th grade stuff, maybe I will devote some time to share that, but it's going to look really different because a lot of what he's getting is in co-op. So it's not necessarily something that I have a lot of things to show you, but I can definitely talk about it. So if you're interested in that for 9th grade, like homeschooling high school, let me know. It feels good to be back in the swing of things. It very much feels good to just get up early and get started and read together again and learn and explore and just be back in that rhythm and routine. And I know that goes without saying. I'm excited for all that this year has in store for our family. Honestly, it looks very different than what we've done in the past, but I'm very much looking forward to it. I feel like we've simplified things very much at home. I have simplified things. I think my boys can feel that. And that's beautiful. And just changing our mindset on the whole idea of education. And I recently shared on Instagram also, I read the book Dumbing Us Down. I actually listened to it on Audible and my eyes are just being open to a lot of different things continuously. And I love that because I feel like that gives me the steam I need to keep going. So like share your suggestions down in the suggestion box as far as books like that, maybe going away from the crowd when it comes to education. Because I feel like those are so good to just kind of reiterate that fact and give us that steam to just kind of reiterate what we are doing as mamas and why we're doing it, why we are homeschooling, and the benefits of it. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, I'm excited for how things are going to look this year. I do feel like I have simplified in so many ways and just omitted the extra or the doubling up of subjects, the doubling up of books. I'm so done like doubling up on everything and feel so free in the circle this. I want you to do that, but don't worry about this. And I want you to do this part, but not this part. And today we're not even gonna touch the books. Today we're gonna do this, this, and this. Today we're going on a scavenger hunt. We're gonna read a picture book and do some crafts. Today we're doing co-op and we're not gonna touch any subjects at home. Like, it's all different, it's all beautiful. I'm really, I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm excited about it, guys, and I think you can feel that, and I think you know that. So I've said that many, many, many times. I do want to talk really quick about the website, the Simply Living Co. website. If you're still with me at this point, maybe you're new here, maybe you already know this. I have a website, Simply Living Co., where I design and create different merchandise. So shirts, hats, sweatshirts, all the things. And I was doing this all on my own and trying to do it through the website with limited traffic. And a long, long, long time ago, I think back in 2015, I opened an Etsy store. And for whatever reason, in the middle of the night a couple nights ago, I was like, why don't I just merge the two together? Why don't I merge them together? Because Etsy is obviously the traffic side of things. It's more streamlined. My little business, my little website, trying to get out there and share with you what I have and be seen by other people. Obviously, there are so many more users on Etsy on a regular basis. So this will hopefully allow streamlining these together, having Etsy now as Simply Living It. As a small business owner, we have to like go through some of those changes and seasons and shift and adjust and evaluate. And I think what we are going to do for this season, I'm going to merge everything to the Etsy store. So Simply Living It on Etsy, I'll link it down below. I have a lot of my items already up. I'm working on it about every day to add new items, new color options, new ink options, different things that will be printed on. So I'm hoping that maybe this will be exciting for you as it is for me, because it means more availability. You can order at your leisure. It's not like me dropping a bunch of items and everything's here all at once and then it's gone. They will be there. Order at your leisure when it fits your life and your schedule, whatever design you may like or not like either way, you get to pick, you get to choose. It's not just, here are 3 things, pick what you like, and they're sold out. So I've had that store on Etsy, like I said, for a long time. It was a total different name, and I decided to just merge. Instead of having 2 totally different things going on, why not just put them together and make one? So between my website, Simply Living Co., and my Etsy store from before, I just put them together. It is also Simply Living It, and there's merch of all kinds there. So I hope that that's something exciting for those of you who've been trying to get your hands on different items and different pieces that we've created here for you guys. So be sure and check that out if you are interested. Keep an eye on all things, because I will be uploading new designs on a very regular basis. I have so many things in my mind as usual. So check that out. I want to share that with you guys because that is a bit of an update if you follow on the merch side of things. Homeschool mom shirts, gifts for moms, gifts for women, back to school gifts, Christmas gifts, you name it, for all the things. And maybe I will have more availability of kids items as well. So it's all just growing, and I appreciate all you who've been here and just kind of gone along with the growing pains with me as we navigate and try to figure it out. I know there are a lot of you who want to get your hands on things, but I end up selling out so you can't, or you didn't know there was a sale going on. So hopefully this is just the answer. All that to say, that's a lot of talking, but hopefully this is the answer, and hopefully it's a good thing for you all and a good thing for my little family here as well. So thank you for listening to that whole thing. I think that about sums up everything, guys. So between co-op and back to school and trying to be a big girl with my planner and keeping things in order and being focused and being determined, having that determination and that discipline, I talk about that a lot, that discipline to know what we need to do when doing the next right thing for each day. That's how things are going right now. So I feel really good. I'm really in a season of really, really, really wanting a gym partner again. I really want to go back to the gym. I'm really, really missing the gym, guys. I hate to even say that, but I'm missing the gym a lot right now. I think it's just because of the season that we're going into. I'm not running outside as much, and I just really want to go back to the gym. So does one of you want to be my gym partner? That's an update. I want to get back into weights and all that stuff, but my body has other plans. So we just have to take it one step at a time. But I can't wait for the day, hopefully. So that is an update, guys, on everything for our homeschool, for our life, all the things. I plan to share books that we're gonna read for this homeschool year and other studies that we're going to be doing and things that we're going to be diving into. So if you are new here, I hope you click that red subscribe button and stay around. See you all in our next video. Have a beautiful day. Bye.